Hello, children. Welcome to another story with Auntie Mal at Auntie Mal's English Corner. Today we are reading Puss in Boots. It's a read it yourself with Ladybird Level 3 book. Shall we read? Let's go. Once there was a father who lived with his 3 sons. When the father died, he left each son a gift. He left his mill to the first son, his donkey to the next son, and his cat to the youngest son. The youngest son said, "Puss, my brothers can earn money with their gifts. How can we earn some money?" Puss said, "Master, get me some boots and a bag." So the boy gave Puss some boots and a bag. First, Puss put on the boots. Then he went out and caught a rabbit in his bag. Puss took the rabbit to the king. "Here is a gift from my master," said Puss. "Thank you, Puss. And who is your master?" said the king. "The Marquis of Carabas," said Puss. Soon after, Puss went out with the bag again. This time he caught 2 partridges. Puss took the partridges to the king. "Here is a gift of 2 partridges from my master, the Marquis of Carabas," said Puss. "Thank you, Puss in Boots," said the king. "I love to eat partridges." Soon after, Puss and his master were by a river. Puss saw the king's carriage coming along the road. The king and the princess were in the carriage. "Master," said Puss, "take off your clothes and jump into the river." Then Puss ran to the carriage. "Help me," said Puss. "My master is in the river and his clothes have been taken." "We must help the Marquis of Carabas," said the king. So the king's men helped the boy out of the river. King said, "We must take you home," and he put the boy into his carriage. Puss ran along the road. He saw some men working. "The king is coming," he said. "Say that the Marquis of Carabas is your master." When the king saw the men, he said, "Who do you work for?" "We work for the Marquis of Carabas," said the men. When the king left, Puss said to the men, "Who lives in that castle?" The men said, "Our master lives there. He's an ogre." Puss ran to the castle and knocked on the door. When the ogre came to the door, Puss said, "Can I come in?" "Come in," said the ogre. He wanted to eat Puss. Puss said, "Can ogres do magic?" "Just look," said the ogre, and he changed into a lion. "Is that all the magic you can do?" said Puss. "Change into a mouse." So the ogre changed into a mouse. What do you think happened next? Puss jumped on the mouse and ate it. Just then, there was a knock on the door. When Puss went to the door, he saw the king, the princess, and his master. "This is my master's castle," said Puss. Soon, the princess and the boy fell in love. They were married and lived at the castle. So the boy, the princess, the king, and Puss in Boots all lived happily ever after. And that's the end of the story. Shall we look at the questions? Right. What does Puss ask the boy to get him? Some boots and a bag. What is the first thing Puss gives to the king? A rabbit. Who does the boy pretend to be? Do you remember? The Marquis of Carabas. What does the ogre want to do to Puss? He wants to eat him up. Why does the ogre let Puss into his castle? Because Puss wanted to come in. Which animal does the ogre change into first? A lion. Right. Let's match the different story sentences to the characters who said them. Is that all the magic you can do? Who says that? That's right. It's Puss in Boots. Our master lives there. He is an ogre. The men working in the fields. We must take you home. Who says that? The king. How can we earn some money? Who had money problems in the story? That's right. It's the boy, the master. Right. That was a good read, don't you think? I'm so glad you could be with me. Well, I'll see you soon then. Goodbye.